Oh, are we live now? We're live now.
All right. I've gotten an exclusive word that we're live now. So this is Super Mario Odyssey. Fantastic game. It's the story of a princess and a turtle that elope to go get married.
Turtle?
Turtle, dragon, some sort of hybrid. I mean,
To dragon.
yeah.
A Koopa,
To
if
dragon.
you will.
A Koopa.
A king.
The Koopa. The king of Koopas. They elope to get married. And honestly, I find it pretty romantic. Bowser goes around. He collects the finest wares from all over the world. And Mario just keeps chasing, trying to ruin everything. And is he going to succeed? That's my job to show you. So,
All right.
yeah, I'm going to press that A button and start going as fast as I can as soon as I get that good to go. All right. Count me down, Chief.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Welcome, everyone,
All
to the
right.
Warp World Episode 39 podcast. I'm Jack Goo. This is Grand Pooh Bear.
And
xwater.
joining us each and every week is
All right. Look at that skip right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, so we're going to skip a lot of the cutscenes, correct?
Yeah, honestly, there's like 3 cutscenes at the beginning and end of each level, so there's a good amount. You get a good amount of breaks in this run. I think one of my personal favorite parts is coming up right now, and that's the zoom in on the booty.
Ooh.
You can see the detail there. He's got striped denim fabric going on.
Starting off the marathon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and Mario just kind of gave up on doing his own thing, so he's pulling a Sonic for all the game essentially.
Something we should talk about this is xwater is not doing anything inappropriate here underneath the desk. This game actually requires strict motion controls, a lot of motion controls. All those time he's rolling and he gets that little bonk. All those time he's rolling and you see that little like orange burst underneath his butt. That's because xwater is shaking his controller.
Yeah.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Exactly. So by shaking, you get some cool little tricks. Like right here, I can actually... Oh, I missed it. I was going to pull a Tony Hawk 50-50 on the rail. But no, by shaking the controller, you actually get to do a lot of things a lot faster than if you weren't shaking it, which is weird. You get the same controls, but shaking it just makes it faster. So, you know what? I got in the lab, and I practiced my shaking. And
he's been practicing it since he was 13.
Yeah, ever since those Spider-Man games.
Oh, my God.
Something we should talk about, actually, this is kind of a really awkward thing about Super Mario Odyssey, but if you looked, he kind of tried to move at an angle with those frogs right there, and that's called vectoring, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, vectoring. And basically,
That's what I call it.
yeah, and basically the idea is Mario... Think of the world as very round and not flat. And
The actual person.
That
yeah,
sounds
like an
made
actual
up.
Earth. But basically Mario moves faster in the air at an angle than going straight ahead and farther. And
Yeah.
it's just one of those weird, cool little quirks in this game that is makes it such an awesome speed game, honestly.
And this right here is the coveted Mario dab. You can choose the dab or jump there, and obviously you got to go with the dab.
What do you think about that,
I
Jakku?
disagree on that one.
Yeah.
Definitely don't have to dab.
It's kind of a requirement. It saves 0.06 seconds.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
but then you dabbed, and like that just takes time off your own life.
Are you playing? What version are you playing on xwater?
I'm playing on version 1.2,
Mhm.
and that is actually like the slowest version to play on, which is a sham. But I didn't want to delete all my Switch save data to get back down to 1.0, so I kind of decided to take the 40-second time loss, just enjoy myself, and it kind of gets rid of a lot of the tricks you have to do to save a lot of time in Sand Kingdom. There's a clipping in this game that you can pull off, and you can still pull it off in 1.2. They just made it a lot harder, and I haven't bothered to actually learn that yet. But yeah, one of the coolest
good
skips
preparation.
is coming up in this level. It brings me back to the days of Super Mario World when you would go and grab your favorite dinosaur, and you'd use him to, achieve new heights.
I didn't know Barney was in Super Mario World.
Interesting.
I was trying to think of other dinosaur names.
I couldn't think of it.
Littlefoot. Dang it.
there you go.
Dang it.
Perfect. Yeah, Littlefoot
That would have been the good one.
So essentially, we're gonna go. We don't get to play with Yoshi at all on the run. So this is gonna have to be our closest backup. Now I'm a big advocate of saving the Yoshis. I know you guys are.
Oh, I'm totally for saving.
Double Jumpasaurus is strictly there to save Mario's life, nothing else. This skip right here is actually
and we skipped.
nice.
Yeah, we skipped essentially everything leading up to this boss, including breaking a wall, going through a 2D section. A lot of stuff just kind of got passed through there because dinosaurs get mad air.
Yeah, it is significantly faster than
One thing that's really cool about this game is in all the boss fights in this game are kind of like where you save some of the most time. And it's really interesting because they all have intended ways of beating the boss. But as you can see, I had a weird setup there with my hat. I put it down on the ground, and I jump on the golden chain chomp, stopping it in its tracks and knocking off its hat. Normally, you'll have to throw the hat to knock its hat off, but by positioning your hat to come back to you and knock it, you actually save like a ton of time there, like at least 20 seconds from throwing your hat to stop it there.
That was a good boss fight.
Yeah, that was really smooth.
That was a good boss fight.
Yeah, we're almost out of the start of the run Hatskade, going into our favorite run-ending kingdom, Sand.
I would say Sand is like when the run like really heats up.
Kind of gets going in, yeah. Ironic enough, because it's a cold desert,
Right.
covered in ice, man. And we don't even fix it. We don't even go and solve the people's problems. We get in there, we grab our moons, and we get out. Mario doesn't care about the people of Toasterana, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty selfish in this game.
I would say Mario is rather selfish in this game. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, they're really showing us who he is behind all the.
Behind the hat.
Yeah.
Behind the hat, yeah. I mean, it definitely seems like there's points in this game where Peach could totally escape, but she's thinking to herself, nah, I'm trying to get married.
Yeah, it's been 30 years. She just wants to settle down.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that Bowser has a deep trust fund too, so.
Well, you know, as we learned from Game of Thrones, there's no better way to make peace than by marriage of two warring families.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense in the long run if you think about it, why Peach is going for these nuptials.
I mean, it didn't work out for the Romeo and Juliet families, though.
They didn't. Well, yeah, but that was different. They didn't want to get married. I'm talking. This is, you know, like.
So, again, just massive amounts of cutscenes going on here, and we actually have like a little tutorial that comes up. You can see that yellow text right there. It says "Learn how to play," and we don't want to do that, so we just skip it.
I love these little pep talks by Cappy in each kingdom, like in between. They're part of some of my favorite parts of the game. Casually.
Yeah, inspirational words like press A to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't know that going into this at all.
Well, that was always my favorite one when like he tells you a trick you can do that you needed to beat the level before that, and it's like, thanks, Cappy. Where were you at, bro?
So glad you're here now.
xwater's trying to get this early. Go as quick as he can here.
Yeah, that's
part
the
of the
point.
speedrun.
That's the point of.
No,
speedrunning.
but I was gonna say to get this bird cycle
Yeah,
that he
and
just got.
I'll explain when it comes back into effect there. That bird actually travels kind of all throughout the desert, and by getting him quickly there, we actually set ourselves up for the last 2 moons in this level to not have to do any waiting.
Something tells me you didn't use the rumble feature right there to figure out where that was.
No, I just kind of, it says it's a speedrun. I could tell right away. As soon as it was rumbling, I was good. I actually, there's a rumble moon right up here that I kind of start walking, and I do use the rumble a little bit, because that's hard. It's just like the top of this dune, and you have no actual visual indicator.
It's a very weird dune, I would say. Like it's got a large top. Like the center of the dune looks like it's everywhere.
Oh, that music. These are nice headphones. Wow.
That's one of my favorite parts about this game is it's kind of, the music is very, what do I want to say?
It's a very strong setting. Like the music will come in only after you've achieved a certain amount of goals, like in the level, which is really cool. All right, right here we have our first kind of like tough skip. So if I screw this up, we're gonna lose a little bit of time. It's looking like we're doing okay so far.
Making it look easy
Looks
so
good.
far.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
so what we do here essentially is we go on the outside of this bullet bill to guide him to go
Nice.
around like that. And by doing so, we get this moon, and we also have him heading on his way over to us. And putting your hat on top of him resets his blow-up timer because he finally has the love and affection he's been waiting for. So now, we can boost ourselves all the way over here and get that 13-year-old boy shake, and we're good. All right.
Wow.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Oh yeah, just wait till wooded.
Yeah. Oh, that was a hot little swag spin right there, baby.
and that's a cool little trick that I started seeing. I was picking up from the world record holders time to time. What you do is you can actually buffer input a spin jump into like while you're in the air. So the difference between a spin jump and like regular stomping on the ground is the fact that when Mario does a spin jump and stomps, he doesn't do that mid-air twirl. And that actually saves you a little bit of time each time you need to do one of those stomping moves.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty significant time save.
Yeah.
Over the course of the run because you have to use that trick so often.
Exactly.
xwater grabbing some coins there too, and that'll come into play later on.
So right here is where that bullet bill, this bullet bill timing is why the early bird was important earlier. We're gonna grab this first this first bullet bill right here, break this brick, and get the moon. Then we're gonna grab another one and proceed forward. And with the way that everything kind of times out from warping to that checkpoint, the bird is like moving right now. And he's gonna move to a specific spot, but because we're going just so fast, he's not gonna be where we need him to be by the time we get there. So we got him early, so we don't have to worry about it.
That jump he just did, that wall jump
Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make this. Just kidding.
That jump he just did, though, the wall jump is incredibly difficult actually when you first learn it, and a huge reset point in this run.
And my favorite of all things you can be in this game, the cactus. He's prickly, but and he hurts everyone he comes into contact with, but all he really wants is a hug.
Another thing you're going to see is xwater doing double and triple jumps as he comes out of the roll. And that actually allows him to keep his quote-unquote P-speed that Mario has in this game and stay going at maximum speed. Which is very convenient.
All right. And now that we've gotten all the power moons we need, we're going to leave the Desert Kingdom in this icy mess with no care about what happens to the good people of Tostarana and head on over to Lake.
Those poor people just frozen. Like all these people just still sitting there frozen.
Their very way of life is endangered, and Mario's just coming in and taking their lunar goodness.
He literally took their power source.
Yeah.
And bounced. He
Yeah.
was like, yo.
I need these.
I need these.
I got to get out of here, guys.
Gotta
Sorry.
save my girl.
Mind if I get a few donations in?
Yeah, oh, that'd be great.
Sweet. So we have a $50 donation from Untitled.
Ooh.
Let's do the Odyssey. Shout out to the charity and my favorite Twitch streamer. Let's go xwater.
Thank you so much, Tabulous. You keep getting some in if you want.
Yeah, sure. We got a $20 donation from Nerf Zero. Hey, good luck on the run, xwater. Been excited for this all day. I know you will crush it. Burgers after?
Yeah, let's go get a burger, dude.
Also have a $20 donation from Mooing Lemur. With Cappies and Mario's butts. In Wooded, you smash some nuts. The event has begun with my favorite speedrun. It finishes with punching Bowser's guts.
A little bit lower than his guts, but we won't talk about it.
You know, that also would have rhymed, too, if we could have worked that in. But I guess he already used it in the previous line, so.
All right, so Lake Kingdom's actually kind of boring. It's basically you get a couple moons, and ooh, I actually almost screwed that up. You get a couple moons just going around, unzip a wall or two, swim as the fish. The cool part comes after we're done with the fish, so I'll keep you posted. If you want to get another donation, if there's any more, you can go right ahead.
Yeah, the water levels in this game are, in the speedrun at least, are a little bit lacking. Not because they're bad levels by any means. They're actually really great levels casually, but the fish is just easily, the Cheep Cheep being the Cheep Cheep is easily the quickest way to cruise through these levels.
Really the savior of it, because 3D
Yeah.
games and water levels have very rarely mixed to be an enjoyable experience.
I just don't understand why they keep forcing water levels in Mario.
And they had to do
just give it
two.
up.
They had to do two as
Yeah,
well.
Just stop. Just
Yeah.
give it
It's
up.
part of the lore at this part. You can't.
It's part of the lore. It's part of the lore.
Yeah, right now we have our fresh water. We're gonna get nice and salty later.
We are going to get to see my favorite boss, though, in this game.
Yes,
in
he's
this
coming
level.
right up. So we only need 3 more moons, Fast Kingdom. So we're gonna go up here and actually bounce off this wall, kind of circumventing all the puzzle solving you have to do to get to this boss, and just kind of take him out right here. So I'm gonna quiet my mouth while I focus on this fight.
Yeah, Boing Lao is what we called this guy when the game first came out, because we actually didn't know that they had names at first. you don't realize it, but it's in the pause menu, and they have little news clips.
Yeah.
And that
it gives you a rundown on all of them. It's great.
It gives you little lore tips and stuff about each of the characters. And so we didn't know that they had real names, so we were making up their names. And someone came up with Boing Lao, which is like the single best nickname.
Yeah, Tofu came up with it.
I refuse to give up Boing Lao.
And for those of you who don't get the reference, Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat also has a saw blade hat.
If you don't get that reference, like, what are you doing here?
I'm here to
Get
teach.
that
I'm here to be a positive force.
You get that reference.
All right, so we're gonna head on out of Lake to I think what's probably the coolest, at least one of the coolest
Dude,
levels
the best
in the run.
music, man.
Yeah.
Some of the best music in any video game ever comes in this next level.
I actually saw Nintendo posted a tweet today about it. Apparently, the wooded music has a lot of the original composers from like the original Super Mario Bros. Soundtrack on it.
I feel like they're gonna do a Mario Odyssey concert tour.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna happen. The music's
It's already
so
all
good.
orchestrated.
Yeah.
So yeah, wooded is essentially it's just good on so many levels. Great music, great moons, great swaggy strats, and you get in there and just bust nuts, man.
Yes, I mean that is actually kind of the basis of this next kingdom.
Yeah.
A lot of the moons are hidden inside nuts, and the only way to get that moon is to bust it.
To shake and then bust.
Yes.
And you can throw your hat at it 3 times, jump at it 3 times, or you can just like shove yourself right at it and bust a real quick
just like-
nut if you
just
really
like
need to.
Kind of just throw your
Ooh,
booty
get back
in
here,
it.
little buddy. Get back here, little buddy. I just want to talk. Okay. We're going to come back for that moon in a second. We're going to do this real quick. So this moon had a rock in it, and the rock you're holding will always burst when you run into another rock. Now, rocks that have moons in them actually take a good chunk of time to break if you're kind of just kicking them around. So with that one, what we do is we kind of switch rocks. Like, we throw one up, grab the other one, and run into the one that's midair. And it's a super, like, extra convoluted way to just break a rock, but it's super cool.
There's one of the menuing sections. It was actually weirdly difficult in that if you screw up, you do lose a significant amount of time and your coins, which you really need.
All right, smooth movement there.
Oh, the first nut.
And busting a
Busted.
nut in the alleyway. All right.
That's literally what the game says, like it busts nut in an alleyway.
Yeah, yeah.
That in an alleyway.
No, these are canonical nut busts.
Yes.
All right, and then it's not a stretch to say we're about to bust another nut.
Those guys are some of my favorite guys in the game.
They're pretty great, yeah. And that great music's queuing in right now.
right next to those Pokebirds.
Oh yeah,
Those are good at sticking things in holes.
yeah. Which we'll dive into all that later.
Interesting. You're going checkpoint strats?
Yes, I keep checkpoint strats. I actually go with different checkpoint strats than what most people will have seen. I haven't seen other runners do this. I kind of like figured it out myself, and I don't think it's faster than, I don't think it's optimal, but I don't think it loses a lot of time.
Yeah, that's not optimal there.
Ooh, okay, and we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and break this little buddy. And I don't want that moon just yet. I gotta take a quick little break and bust a nut around the corner.
This is nut number 4.
Wow, is it actually 4 already?
That is.
Yeah, that's
no,
4.
that's 3 nuts. No,
that's
four
4,
nuts.
yeah.
You're right. There is 4. Okay, but there's one more nut. We still get one
There's
more
2 more.
nut. Oh, there's 2 more.
2
You're right.
more, yeah.
There is 2 more nuts to bust.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
he's the marathon man. He
Yeah, Mario is
busts 6
on
nuts in a
top
matter
of
of like
the
10 minutes.
That's impressive. Well, one thing we want to talk about, when you saw xwater leave that moon over there.
Actually, hold on, give me a second just because we got a cool trick
Oh,
coming
the
up.
best skip. Nope.
All right, hold on. And
Nope.
one more try. Ooh, we got it. We got
One more
it.
try. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Skips that.
Oh, no! Oh, but it's all right. At least it looked cool the first time.
Wow. Well, you know what? We get the swag again.
You know what? This is life. Ups and
Yeah,
downs,
that's
guys.
what's great is we
Yeah.
get the swag again. So let's do the swag one more time.
I don't even think this one's going to make it. Oh, it'll make it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was so close, though. All right, and 5th nut.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's done right there.
That second time was perfect on the first try, so we're just going to like scratch that first one for the record.
It's something you see right there where he rolled off. You actually travel farther rolling off than jumping off things, which is another one of those weird little quirks in this game. It has such like an interesting physics engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does use the same engine as Breath of the Wild, obviously with different, parameters and everything applied to change the gameplay, but yeah. And there we go. All right, so this is where the checkpoint strats kind of come in handy, and I'll explain the logic behind it. So right from the top of this tower, we can make our way down to this little pool of water that hides a pipe with 2 moons inside. And with that checkpoint, we can just do this, jump right from the top all the way down here. Mario's just cruising, no problem. And we're in, right? So usually people will go in here and exit the pipe and continue with, the run the normal way. But I find that because you have a loading zone anyway with this pipe leaving it, you can just take the checkpoint warp, which uses the same amount of time for the loading zone. And ooh, can you hold on?
Get it?
Oh, so close. So yeah, we can save a cycle on the water by doing that interesting little cap jump there. But unfortunately, we did miss the wall jump at the very end. So yeah, in a normal run, you'll see someone leave that pipe. I'm going to warp back to the checkpoint, which uses the same amount of loading time and gets me right to the boss. I don't think it loses any significant amount of time.
What's this boss's name again?
This one's Spewart because
Spewart.
he was going out last night. He just can't keep it in, man. Oh, Spewart, calm yourself. It's not good for you. All right. And we do similar to the first boss, we kind of leave our hat out again to let it come back to us to do the hit on Spewart, which is always like a little bit faster than throwing it out and then jumping. And it looks cool. If you have any other donations, feel free to go ahead.
Sure. Let's see. We have a $20 donation from Gamelios. Excited for Calathon. Shoutouts to my friends from the Ori crew at the event, and good luck to all the runners. $250 donation.
Ooh.
Husky. Very nice.
From who?
Ash the Husky.
Hey,
Wow.
Ash.
Hope Calathon goes well for everyone involved. Shoutouts to Mr. Shasta. Love you, bud. And also have an $80 donation from Tang Eng. Love
Tang
you,
Eng.
xwater. What a great way to start Calathon. The couch looks great, too. Yeah, they look great.
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
We clean up okay. You guys just see with Jakku when he puts his hair in a ponytail. That's when like you're really getting into it. That's only special occasions though, black tie events and whatnot.
Yeah.
I got the tux at the hotel, so it may happen.
You didn't consider this a special occasion?
Not tux worthy, no. Maybe for
Yeah,
the
that's
road.
actually, now that I think about it, xwater wore a suit to my run.
I did.
And now I feel really bad dressing in basketball shorts to his run.
Maybe I'll break it out for the wedding.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. I was like, who's getting what?
Yeah, I was like, what wedding? And then I realized Mario's wedding.
Because you guys don't really look at the story of this game anymore. It's just
Yeah, I actually I was practicing coming into this, and I was like, I was relaxing, so I was letting the cutscenes play out, and I'm like, I don't remember any of these.
This is going to be our first fight with Bowser here.
Yes. Some optimal nut busting once again.
But Bowser's nuts.
All right. This actually has this fight has evolved a lot since the...
A lot.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice.
All right. So the way the hat throw works from Bowser is when you hit it, it will always go upwards. And when he throws that first one, it kind of goes upwards but directly onto you because Mario's throw animation kind of has like a good amount of time where it's actively applying damage. And same thing right there. It hits below him, so I'm above the hat. I throw it from above the hat, and the hat comes to me because it goes up.
You're definitely
And
busting
yeah.
those nuts.
Oh, yeah. So right here, we're actually going to intentionally take damage from these hats, and I missed it, but
that's
we
still
got
good.
Yeah, wow, that's literally never worked out that well.
I was going to say, it like went through Bowser's hand right there. That was beautiful.
All right, and just real quick. Perfect.
Nice. You can buy that picture for $19.99.
And then we're going into probably like what's the coolest looking level for the speed run right now. And the whole idea here is Bowser's like, oh no, stop chasing me, dude, and he throws Mario's ship down to this weird banana tree kingdom.
Yeah. This is also the kingdom where you can, if you screw up, you're going to lose the most amount of time.
Don't put the pressure on me, dude.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry. Yeah. I love this first jump right here.
All right, right here.
Yep.
Ooh, a little short. Are we gonna make it? Yeah. I had to take the low ground there.
Made me nervous, man.
I was nervous, dude. All right, here we go. Smooth sailing from here on out.
That part right there is.
It's all it doesn't get not scary at any point of this level.
Yeah, if you fall off that,
All
it's
right.
a significant time loss. So it was very nice way to do it. And again, xwater right there using the jump to keep his momentum going.
Yeah, and we actually did a cap vault there to get a good chunk of height. I was able to keep a lot of speed there. The best part is just hearing that jingle like 6 times in 2 minutes on this level. That's what. Oh, you butt. You super extended long butt.
Stretchy butt.
And right there, he actually gets to skip the whole like hat stealing mini game that happens in this level.
Yeah, essentially by going to that platform, the game enters like the state of the klepto fight. Klepto being that bird right there. And so now he usually tries to steal your hat, but now he won't, and that's great because I can go explore freely and get the rest of these moons without him being a big jerk.
Yeah. If you see, xwater is like not getting moons as soon as they appear sometimes. And the reason for that is there's a little like 2-second cutscene where you actually can't physically touch the moon. And if there's another moon close, you might as well go get that one in the meantime, you know?
Yeah. All right, and
All
this
right.
is the last moon.
This one's the
All right.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm gonna fall into the. Oh! Ah, just kidding.
Oh, I did it.
Yo, you better not. You better get out now.
It's fine. If I didn't touch a checkpoint.
No, I
There
was
we
just gonna.
go.
I was just gonna mock you if you did fall in it. I needed that swag. And getting out. Usually, when we first started doing this run, you actually took a death underneath there. But then we discovered you can just get back on the bridge and save like no seconds at all.
It's like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
really
weird.
cool.
Yeah, because dying warps you right back to the Odyssey as long as you didn't touch a checkpoint. But dying also takes like 10 seconds of cutscene, not cutscenes, but loading. So rolling back is actually faster.
You know, we had a 1999 donation from PX Makayo who says, I'm buying that picture.
I will exclusive rights. No one else gets it.
Done.
The problem is we just got another 1999 donation from Jay Gelvar. Says, I would like to purchase that sick selfie.
Done.
It sounds like we got a bidding war.
Sounds Well,
Yeah. All right. Next $20.01. Do
We
I
can
hear
make-
20.01?
We can make prints. We can make prints, guys. We can make prints of this.
All right. Right here is a cool little trick I'm gonna try
There
and
might
pull
be
off.
another selfie too
1,
later.
2.
And no one screenshot them. That's
Ooh.
piracy.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
We didn't get the cool trick, but we didn't die, which is also really awesome.
Yeah, that's always good.
He was going for what is known as the people's jump.
I've heard that. Yeah.
That's widely known in the Mario Odyssey community.
I think I read that on Game Pack.
That trick actually comes from the minimum captures like routing, where you beat the game capturing as few enemies as possible. So someone out there was like, oh man, I need a way to not grab that electric wire, but to get down there. And so they figured out with enough speed and jumping directly on the railing with a triple jump, you can actually clear that jump just barely. Just barely.
There's actually an insane, like pretty much every jump we thought was impossible at one point, outside of the ones that have like barriers, we figured out a way to make happen.
It makes you think that Nintendo put them just right out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or could they, like, this is the farthest we can go. No one else can do better. Hard to say.
Ooh, come over here, buddy. Oh, let's go back, buddy.
Okay.
That's all right. Just getting the hang of the controls.
Yep. few cycles. It's okay.
Not a lot of people know this, but this part of the level was actually designed on Donkey Kong. It's basically a 3D version of the Donkey Kong game right here.
I don't see the resemblance.
Yeah.
Well, the awkward part is there definitely is a version of Donkey Kong in this level later on.
Oh, thank God. That was honestly the part I was most worried about for this entire run, so now we're just going to smooth sail. I shouldn't have said that.
This one jump where you have to neutral your controller was the word. You should be. This next boss fight is probably like.
It's It's like the one instance in this game where RNG can actually like cause you a good
Yeah.
amount of annoyance.
Yeah, and you're also going to use motion controls for aiming in this, which
That's a
can
good.
be
That's a good little first
Yeah.
session there.
they can be slightly awkward sometimes. The motion aiming controls.
So this is fun. What we do essentially is hide in these corners, and he's gonna try and touch us, but you cannot get this. And then he's gonna move over here. And why we're doing this essentially is to force the Wiggler to travel the least amount of distance in these little warp holes, I'm gonna call them. That's an unofficial term. Nintendo hit me up for that trademark. And this is cool, actually. He doesn't go in this hole, but it shows up there because I sat there for like an extra second, which is kind of cool. So here he has this is all random. The pattern he moves is unpredictable, and it's dumb, and I hate it, but you know what? That's fine. We're going to be fine.
Yeah, it's also you also have to really worry about not dying in this part. It's a very easy
And
part.
yeah, we were able to get it.
Nice,
Sweet.
that was close.
That's the 2 cycle, which
Yeah.
is
optimal.
sometimes elusive, but we're good.
Yeah, and if you miss that 2 cycle, it's like a 35, 40
Yeah,
second loss.
that's one of the big ones. Yeah,
It's
it's
a
not
pretty
like another like, oh well, just pick up your bootstraps and try the jump again.
Yeah.
And this power moon has the power to clear the clouds, and we're going to daytime.
Nice.
So Mario's helping people in this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's taking the moons. It's just a byproduct of his selfishness.
Yeah, and one thing I guess we should talk about lore-wise in
Mm-hmm.
this game is really the second half of the level. I've always took it as like, what do I want to say? Oh my God, what's her name?
Pauline.
Not Pauline. Yeah, Pauline is kind of trying to impress Mario this whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
You know, and Mario, if you do all the quests, like, there's a spot where Mario gets her, like, a nice purse and, like, treats her like a little
Right.
princess. Like, I don't know what's going on, but there's got to be, like, a little bit more complexity there. And it's like, oh, she's just the mayor.
Yeah. Right here, xwater is going to be shaken uncontrollably, and that's going to use the homing device on Cappy and actually go back and grab that wire, allowing him to save some distance.
Yeah. And right here, I'm going to... Ooh!
Oh, now it's hard.
Ooh,
If you don't get it
ooh.
first try, it's hard.
There it is.
You can actually grab a motorbike and clip in there too, but it's also awkward. And I think harder on 1.2.
It's harder to do with a Pro controller as well. You pretty much have to like flip the controller upside down, and people who play with the Joy-Con have a lot easier, a lot easier time with that trick.
It's very interesting because I feel like the vast majority of top runners use the Pro controller because of its bigger buttons. They're a little bit less snappy, I want to say. Than the
All right, I
Joy-Cons.
love this guy because as you're walking away, listen real carefully. He's gonna go, "Hey, ladies." Let's check it out right here.
Oh my gosh, I never realized that one.
Yeah, he was a sad man on a bench. Mario sat down, gave him some confidence, and he's like, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm gonna start opening up my heart to the world.
I just don't know if there was any ladies nearby.
No, I don't think there was.
No, there is
Baby
definitely one
steps.
lady walks by right on the left, actually. So either way,
He was just off on the time.
either way, he should learn it's not okay to catcall
That's
in the
true.
streets of New Donk City.
I mean, anywhere really.
Anywhere.
Who's throwing all these power moves away?
Yeah, this
one's
one's
trash
just-
on the tower. Oh, that's one of my most nerve-wracking moves.
Yeah, you have to adjust the camera, stomp, and it's so quick too.
Yeah, and if you miss it, it's
If you miss it, you got to go a long ways to get back up. The equivalent of taking a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Look at this.
nice.
All right, and we're going to do another one of those cool little stompy boys here. What's really cool about stomping off ledges is you really get to take advantage of that vectored movement, and it's a lot easier to get these moons that you fall onto because of that.
Yeah, doing
right.
that is significantly
Right
faster
here.
than
Are we
it.
going to get it first try? Oh,
Nope.
it's off. It's right there.
I was like, that wasn't even close.
And kick the cans for good luck. Oh,
Bonk.
Not enough good.
that little doorway. Yeah.
Bonk.
We should have counted how many.
I think it's 5 at least right now.
I'll go with that. 5 bonks.
Yeah.
Not even caring about all these people who he's obviously damaging the sensitive shins of.
Yeah, they're all on their way to work and getting hit by this guy. That's not good.
This guy.
I always felt like this hallway made Metro Kingdom feel a little bit weird, like they're all like Children of the Corn kind of.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no other spot where it's that densely populated, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, we really got to get from this hallway to the other
And
hallway.
no one dresses casual either
Yeah.
in Metro. They're all dressed to the nines.
You think there's like a set of laws instilled for that, or is it just like how they live?
Maybe.
I mean, even Donkey Kong wears a tie.
Yeah, the best of the best of the characters in this game. Cappy, he's okay. Mario,
Meh.
But OTEP guy, he's the real MVP, the real hero we need. Honestly, if Peach knew him, I'm sure she would have chose him.
There's a real running meme. So it's the next band member that he's going to collect here after he stomps this little machine.
Left over from that Mecha Wiggly.
Yeah, but he says OTEP, and it's really great. We all love it. But if you ever take this out, or if it ever gets routed out, everyone quits.
OTEP. Yay! OTEP. And that was a pretty smooth Metro.
That was a good Metro,
Other than
man.
like it was kind of sloppy getting up that tower, but other than that, pretty good.
Well, that pause menu was really bad.
Yeah, I
actually,
was
but
a little-
other than that,
A little
it was
distracted trying to give solid top tier high octane commentary.
good. High octane is how I would describe this. Actually.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on.
We're cruising along, man. This run is
Yeah.
halfway over already.
Yeah, we're leaving Metro, heading on to greater and more impressive heights.
Metro is one of my favorite
If you want
levels
to sneak in with a
ever.
couple donations, you're more than welcome.
Sure.
Yeah.
We got a $10 donation from Mac. Is Warp World accepting viewer questions? If you were stranded on a deserted island and can only bring one Mario Odyssey hat with you, what hat would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
The sombrero, shield from the sun, dude.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Excellent. All right. Do want to remind people real quick that we do have some upcoming incentives, especially the Metroid Prime incentive. So you can use the Fusion suit. So that is 0 out of $100 right now. So I'm sure people can donate towards that. So just make sure when you're putting your donation on Tiltify, we have challenges. So that's where you'll see like incentives like that incentive. So you got about a half an hour or so until to meet that incentive. So yeah, get your donations in for that.
Oh, that's fine.
That actually was totally okay.
Yeah. All right, and hopefully we can leave little Toad, this little house undamaged. Come on,
okay.
come on. We made a hole for him. He's got a door now.
Let's hope we don't destroy more.
He was hiding from the elements, and you just
Yeah.
ruined his igloo.
Well, this is the thing. The cutscene turns Mario around, and bam, house is destroyed. Oh, it
No,
didn't!
hey, it didn't destroy this time.
Oh, shout outs
Yeah.
to Toad, living a happy Todd, sorry, yeah.
Captain Todd.
Yeah.
Living his happy little life in there.
Look at that big hole.
It's
It's a deep hole.
Mario just sticks the landing, though.
Yeah, it's like one of those superheroes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
What are
wrong-
these guys called? These little round puffy guys.
They're actually called roundos.
Roundos.
Yeah.
Man,
That
you know what?
sounds wrong.
Give it to Nintendo. Like they're really on with their naming. You know what I mean? They really thought that one through. Like put it through a couple focus groups. To make sure that everyone appreciated it.
Rounding.
All right, I have a confession to make.
They're not
I
really
made that up.
Oh
They're
my
not
gosh.
Called roundos.
Do you know what
I
they
feel
are
like
called?
I can't even trust you.
Sorry, I'll resign the run now.
I say we just get off this couch.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
after that.
We have a podcast to record,
kicking you
guys.
off
Come
the-
on.
We're recording it now. This is literally the what we're putting up for the audio on the Warp World podcast this week.
Episode 39 in the books.
That was a great jump off that wall. We're kind of like having fun here as xwater's actually like slaying some really difficult hard jumps.
He makes it look so easy. Though.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
All right. Snow is actually Snow is really interesting because it has all these rooms that kind of unlock the final boss room. But again, you don't need to actually unlock that. So
Final boss.
Well,
ooh,
it's
go above
long.
him. Check this
Ooh,
out.
it is long.
Triple jump with the wind. Didn't work out. Never mind.
Way to get me excited there.
Did this route change in 1.2 at all? Is the
No,
clipping-
the clipping's used in. So one thing I should note is there is a category called World Peace where you actually do restore all of the. Like, you finish all the quests, fix all the lands with their problems, and achieve world peace. And in that category, you use the clipping a lot more. So that was affected heavily in 1.2. And in that category, you basically skip all of this stuff and clip directly to that final like seal racing section.
Yeah.
The bound race, as they call it.
And xwater touched on it a little bit earlier, but to go back to version 1.0, it's a very specific weird requirements, and you actually can't ever connect your Switch to the internet ever again, or it automatically updates. So you essentially like have to own a Super Mario Odyssey dedicated Switch.
Yeah.
If you, or just not care about any other
Which
games.
I'll be able to afford after I sell those 1999 prints.
Right, there you go.
Yo, charity, bro.
Oh,
no!
Okay, that's bad. That's
That
bad.
is
I'm going to go ahead and just reset the room.
Just
reset the room.
You just suicided those Goombas.
They made
man.
their own decisions.
Those guys are key right
that
now.
was
Those
so-
Goombas are key for this
Yes.
part.
Please let the Goombas survive.
I like how you care about the Goombas, but not the Yoshis.
They're helping him out here.
So does Yoshi.
I mean, Yoshi knows what he's getting into, man. Like I've always looked at it that there's no greater joy in a Yoshi's life, no greater honor than being discarded in a double jump
I got to disagree with that.
by Mario. There's no greater honor.
I
in
think
the world.
Yoshi's primo satisfaction in life comes from winning matches of tennis and getting first in go-karting.
Have you ever seen a Yoshi like not have a smile as he was falling down a bottomless
Yeah.
pit?
Yeah, I have.
They've always been happy every single time.
Okay, this part's pretty cool. Essentially, you sneak in that pipe like instantly.
Yeah, I love that. It is super easy, actually. You
yeah.
take like one step forward and just long jump.
Essentially what happens is you start rolling on the edge of the pipe there, and when you roll enter a pipe, it kind of shoves you in faster. So because you were technically rolling for half a second, you get to just like warp into it.
Yeah, it's actually a weird thing too in each pipe you go in. If you enter it rolling or you enter it like butt stomping, the cutscene in the pipe loading actually goes faster.
Yeah.
Which is a sweet little speed tech that Nintendo just threw in to annoy all of us.
All right, and now we're done in the frigid, cold, snowy world. We're going to take a nice little vacation and head to the beach.
Yo, I'm ready for the beach. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in California right now.
Yeah,
you know?
at the Bebo headquarters.
Granted, Northern California, where it's a little bit chillier, but
Yeah.
still, beaches all over the place.
You know, I did go to the beaches yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
were
went
in LA,
to,
right?
I went to Santa Monica Beach, and it was lovely.
You're doing the entire California vacation then.
Mm-hmm. I was officially in the ocean less than 24 hours ago.
Did you go to Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah.
Did you ride any rides?
No.
No.
He's
I
afraid
went to
of rides.
Disney. I already got my ride
Oh.
juice in.
Oh.
Ride juice. Is that real?
No comment.
Good answer.
If you want to get any other donations in, if you have any.
Yeah, sure. So we did have a $100 donation
Woo!
from Upper 90.
Oh, wow.
Good luck, Mickey. Speaking of stretching, a shout out to the rest of the Warp World podcast crew on the couch. And we also have another $100 donation from Callum. Says great start to Calathon 2018. Good luck, everyone.
Thanks, Callum.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's some hot donos right there.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys getting those donos in. We're trying to raise as much money as humanly possible for Direct Relief while we're here this week. They're an amazing charity, the top-rated charity on Charity Navigator last year. Perfect A+ rating, so you should definitely check them out. They're awesome. Us three are all big supporters of Direct Relief.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big reason why we wanted to come down here and play games to help support them. So please get your donations in.
Do you just want to take my job out?
No, I just wanted to help you.
covered it pretty
I
well.
wanted to express how personally us three felt about Direct Relief.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
All right, and right over here, it's funny enough, this part was really stressful until you found out that you can just not hold a direction and Mario just goes straight. But if the slightest touch on the control stick will just like make him veer off that path so hard.
It does like a straight 90-degree turn if you even tap it.
All right, and the rest of this level is completely fish operated once we leave this squid. So get ready for that.
Well, the fish does have a little speed tech. Like you're doing that little spin move.
Yeah.
To go faster.
I mean, yeah.
He shakes the controller to open up these chests.
Ooh, and the fish bonks, you want to avoid those. I just ran into the
It's
ceiling
like bonk
there.
7.
Yeah, we count fish bonks.
It's like 21 seconds of bonks, man.
Rough stuff, man. They actually do add up pretty hard.
Oh, yeah. Another thing that adds up in this game, too, and Mickey's done a great job of avoiding it, is just getting hit in general. Because each time you grab a moon, it will actually fill your power meter back up. And this little swim right here is avoiding those. I don't even know what those are. Like
Seaweed creatures.
seaweed?
They're actually
Yeah.
called kelpos.
Kelpos?
Yeah.
Did you make that one up, too?
How did you know?
No.
I think these are good names for
Yeah,
these
kelpo,
things, actually.
kelpo.
Kelpos is
Oh, no, I'm noticing a pattern now.
yeah, kelpo, roundo.
Yeah.
What's that
This
guy?
is,
Muno.
Fisho.
Yeah. Ooh.
I was giving you credit, and then I realized how unoriginal it was. But anyway, Mickey's done a good job of avoiding getting hit, because each time you get hit, it's actually a 2-second loss on top of the time you lose getting hit to refill Mario's power meter.
Yeah.
Which those add up really, really fast.
All right. So after here, I think Lunch Kingdom is next, which is it has a lot of like the coolest moons in it. A lot of like just really fun, a lot of really fun, just weird jumps.
Yeah, Luncheon Kingdom's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I always thought it was very interesting that they went with the dangerous purple Kool-Aid versus
Yeah.
your traditional lava.
I mean, it's definitely a lot less intimidating. What strikes me as odd is since it's Lunch Kingdom, it looks like Pepto-Bismol to me.
Yeah.
And is that intentional? Is it supposed to be like hot grape jelly? I don't know.
Because you're getting
know.
heartburn.
Oh,
Pepto-Bismol and it burns you. Maybe.
that makes sense. But the
Just to see myself
Pepto-Bismol,
out.
the Pepto-Bismol saves
Sounds like
you.
a stretch.
It giveth and it taketh away. Yeah, this level though is full. The next two really are full of a lot of difficult jumps, starting with this one right here. And he's
we're
barely
good
gonna
on it,
get
yeah.
up there. Nice.
But he did it.
And the triple jump to maintain the speed there. All right, and right around the corner. Now we're going to go visit our good buddy Spirit again. Now it's funny because in this game, each boss kind of like gets a little bit stronger the second time you fight them.
But not this one.
Except for Spirit. Like he skipped his training regimen. I don't know.
Poor, like Nintendo's just like, yeah, we're not gonna give him a second phase. He only gets one.
So yeah, nice and simple little job here. And after this, we're gonna be kind of like blasting off some moons, just like that.
Speaking of Yoshi, we're about to head into a room that actually contains a Yoshi. We're not gonna see him or hang
Wait,
out
that
with
room
him.
has a Yoshi?
Yeah, dude, coming up. This
Yeah.
very next room. It's a Yoshi room.
I don't think so, dude.
Yes.
Let's go explore. Let's find out.
You wanna bet
I will bet.
a $50 donation?
I will
to
bet a
Direct
50.
Relief?
I will bet a $100 donation to Direct Relief.
We got
Oh
some
my gosh! Why would you do that? You're about to lose.
You're about to give
Hey,
$100
it all
to
goes
Direct
to a good
Relief.
cause.
It's a Yoshi room. Did you get every moon? Like it's a Yoshi room.
I say we
It's
spend
not
the,
a Yoshi room. I promise you.
I say we spend the next 30 seconds looking for this
Listen,
Yoshi.
I'm not one
He's
to.
right there,
I'm not
He's
one to.
right there in the
Yeah.
corner.
Hold on.
Yeah, go to
In what corner?
the corner of that platform you started on when you come right. Yeah. So.
All right. I see piranha plants all over.
Oh, you're right,
I
man.
see no green dogs.
Oh.
Oh,
Dang.
there's a room that mimics this one that has Yoshi.
Ah.
You goof.
What's the link? Is it on the second playthrough that's got Yoshi?
It's like one of those darker side or dark side like imitation rooms that's just like that one that has Yoshi.
Gosh darn it.
And kick the cans for good luck again.
That didn't work out last time.
Well, let's hope.
Yep.
Oh yeah, great job.
I'm gonna. Pollution. Littering's not cool, guys. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to find the.
And a $100 donation.
I'm getting the link, man. I'm trying to bring up the Twitch page right
Oh,
now.
I'm
right.
waiting.
The mythical golden radish.
missed.
Missed again.
Oh, man.
No, it's all right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Third time's the charm, though.
So we're approaching Escobar Isle, which is followed by actually has some cool tech that I was kind of like. I mean, it already existed, but I fully grasped it during my practice sessions leading up to this, so I'll explain it real quick. By angling the camera like directly up here, I actually get to manipulate the spawning of that Podoboo. And if you don't angle it, he takes a lot longer to show up on the screen, but now I can grab him like almost immediately after grabbing that moon, which saves a considerable amount of segundos.
Saves the amount of time we wasted looking for that Yoshi.
Exactly. This is the coolest room. This is fork flicking.
Whoa.
And this is like the only room where you actually have to use an up throw, and it makes you look like a doofus, but... and done.
Though, right?
What's up?
He's used to looking like a doofus, though.
Every once in a while.
That's my look. You know, Kanye has cool, Pooh has no legs, Jakku dabs.
Friendship
Get a
ended. Friendship ended.
All
Can we
right.
get some Jakku dabs in the chat?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it. Oh, just kidding. That's actually a cool little technique there, where if you take damage from the lava, it resets your hat jump. You can't like chain hat jumps. You can't just like infinitely jump off your hat. But by touching the lava, it counts as touching the ground, but you keep your hat out and get to bounce on it one more time. And the Pammer. Oh, what are you doing up there, buddy? You got to come down for me. Come on, Pammer brother. Get over here, bud. All right.
And versus cheese.
Yeah, and there was actually a clip involving this Hammer brother to get in that little...
In that room that
Yeah.
just blew up.
But like we were talking about, they took it out with the
Yeah.
last patch.
Yeah, they got rid of a lot of like the clipping with the new patch because of the balloon world being added in. They didn't want people being able to hide balloons in dumb places, which didn't work.
Right. People still do
Yeah,
that.
way to go, Nintendo.
All right, and we got I think three moons left, one being a multi-moon, and essentially the coolest multi-moon in the game, the meat grab.
The meat grab.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot this run. I gotta
Yeah.
admit.
There's a lot going on, you know, a world traveler.
About to grab the meat. This run really commentates itself, honestly, as far as like innuendos.
Yeah,
I want to say. Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about commentary beforehand. I'm like, man, what do we need to talk about?
Yeah, this run really commentates itself. I mean,
Okay, so right here is not only the meat. Oh, I missed it.
You missed the meat.
The long range meat grab. Dang, that was the one trick I didn't want to fail.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's important stuff. And now we wait for some cutscenes and move on. If you want to get in with any other donations, now's a good time.
Sure. So we do have $30 from Parlando. This is good luck, Mickey.
Thanks, Parlando.
$20 from Beatnik77. Good luck on Mechfight, xwater. Love the lineup for this event. $20 from It's Jimmy Russell. I love high-rated charities and nut busted. And we have $100 from One Poo. Can we put this towards Prime? I hate you, X. Thanks, Pooh.
Anytime.
Love you too.
I do love you.
Aww.
This is fun. I really love getting together and doing these events and just getting to hang out. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah. You know, I was pretty nervous about being the first run, but I'm stoked that I don't have to like worry too much about the following days like after this.
You literally have a run tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a race where I'm going to be on another team, on a team opposite of you, so there's nothing to worry about.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. It was talking smack.
That's right.
Do you know we set up the California-thon Mario Maker teams as California versus the world? That's how we set it up. So
Yeah, I'm here opening up
Away
California-thon
team. You're
as
the way team.
from the Canadian California.
that's not.
That's not a thing.
That's what people call my city.
That's no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Who are these people?
Literally not a thing that happens.
Ask any of them.
Is it you and your brother?
Windsor, right out east of Detroit, is called
The most southern point, Canada. City. Point Peely's. I won't bore you with the details.
Thanks for that.
All right, we got Dark Souls going on
Yeah,
here.
what's going on with this
We
guy?
got a big
Is
spooky
there-
Dargan, and now I'm gonna
Is there
just
any
do
lore?
this.
Is there any lore
No.
to why the dragon happens?
Absolutely not. I actually have a little theory.
Give me your theory.
Have you seen the coveted film featuring Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy? And I forget who played Fiona. Shrek?
Shrek?
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
Okay. So in Shrek, Donkey actually gets into a relationship with a dragon.
Oh.
And I gotta assume Bowser kind of pulls a similar move with this one. And that's my theory.
Wait. Are you trying to insinuate that Bowser and this dragon are having relations?
I mean, yeah. No, it's 100%
Okay.
what I'm saying.
I mean, you guys said earlier Bowser's a dragon. What if this is the original King Koopa?
There you go. Myth debunked.
Wow. I always just thought that somebody at Nintendo made this really sweet dragon tech demo, and like in the middle of the game, like Miyamoto walked in, saw it, and was like, "Oh yeah, throw that in Odyssey, man. Just get it in there." Like that's definitely my theory on how it happened. Because it really makes no sense. It's so weird. It's like a one-off level that you don't do really anything else besides kill
Yeah,
the
like
dragon.
you come back in the post game and get like 2 moons maybe.
It's so strange.
I mean, I don't know much about Miyamoto, but I don't know if he'd be like, yeah, throw that in my Mario game. But I want to believe.
I mean, he might have been inspired by dragons that day.
That's true.
Like, that's how he makes games.
This
man.
was Nintendo hinting towards the Spyro remaster.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
I just realized that the computer you're playing on has a floppy drive. Is that what I'm looking at right there?
No,
That is actually
no.
a bunch of media, like SD, CF,
Oh.
and other
Yeah.
things.
Oh, I
It's
thought
in
it
the
was-
slot for a
My
floppy
gosh, it
disk,
looked
yeah.
like a floppy drive for a second. I was just like, wow, what are we streaming on? Like a gateway from '98? Like, Bebo really does use less CPU. Like, that's how you
nice.
give love to the sponsor, right there.
That was good. That was really good. So now that we're done with this dragon, we're heading on to like the meat of the game, the coolest looking kingdom, Bowser's Kingdom. It's got like a cool Japanese or Chinese style architecture. I don't know either of the differences well enough to know where exactly it originates from, but it looks awesome.
I always thought this Kingdom 2 kind of reminded me like a throwback to Mario Galaxy games, too, the way it's set up.
You think so? Kind of like being different islands?
Different islands.
Yeah.
And the way you kind of travel to
You know, I
them.
never kind of made that connection.
Yeah, that's how I always felt.
All right,
like
now
it was.
I can either go for the fast strats or I can take a little detour and visit our good friend the Glory Hole.
I think we all know where we need to go.
I'm
at this point.
not gonna spoil anything, but we're not gonna capture this Pokio right here.
And if you're out there and you're like, why would they call it the Glory Hole? And I trust me, I feel like we would love to call it something else. Like we really would.
I wouldn't, for the
But-
record.
But when you see it in it's there's nothing else to call it.
Yeah.
Like it's
And just
and also
for
if you don't know what that's referencing, like you're totally good too. Like, just don't Google it.
look at that happy little moon grab. I love seeing what kind of pose you can get him into when you got those like little freeze moon grabs.
It's probably the most important part of the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this next section is where the Glory Hole takes place. It is also pretty, it's got some pretty hot movement in it, so I'm going to lean forward a little bit, get serious.
Yeah, you're going to see not so much wild shaking anymore, instead very deliberate shakes.
I'm
from
always
him.
deliberate with my shakes.
I walked right into that one.
Just don't walk in on him.
Oh. Safety checkpoint. All right, we're going to go around this corner. Nice. Didn't want to grab that ledge, but that's fine.
Nice movement.
Yeah. And this is where the homing really kind of kicks in and does some good stuff for you.
Hey, buddy.
Pokebird.
Hey, bird.
If anyone in the chat has them, can you guys throw in some moist peckers for me? I'd really appreciate that. That's the emote's name. It's the bird.
Twitch approved it.
Twitch approved it. I had to get that approved.
Actually,
Blame
actually,
Twitch.
No, you didn't.
I had to get moist squirt. I had to get approved. That was while I was still on probation. Now I'm clear.
There are
might-
a lot of moist peckers in chat right now.
Oh, good, good.
It's good to know.
You might be back on probation.
If you want to go ahead and toss in some donos right now, feel free.
Sure. So we do have a $20 donation from Valentine's Day. Hey, Mickey, you want to come play Split? Oh, you're speedrunning right now. Never mind. And don't think I don't see you in the back behind Pooh Hawkeye. Love you all. We have a $100 donation from Azor. Hey, xwater.
Ooh.
Did anyone ever tell you that you are an awesome person? Here's to the nut busting, moon grabbing, and more lost bets by Pooh. Sure to believe this is a
I
fantastic
learned my
charity.
lesson on that one.
And this is going to be an epic marathon. Also because Vaughn asked me nicely, eat pant. Keep up the
Eat
great
pant.
work, y'all.
Shout-outs to everybody from the communities, the Mario communities and my community watching. It means so much, guys.
Oh, topper first, eh?
Oh, I'm always topper first.
Topper first.
Yeah.
You're gonna see some tech here. He fought him right at the beginning, but he's a lot harder now.
Yeah, you'll notice he had 3 hats at the beginning. Now he has a billion. Oh, it's okay. I know which one it is. Calculated. That was
Nice.
like
That
a
was pretty
smooth
decent.
recovery from a non-optimal fight.
Yeah, that was a pretty good topper fight,
Yeah.
though.
And then we get to fight Bomb Girl, also known as Harriet.
Yeah, topper can go very wrong.
Yeah. We never thought of a good name for her. We always just called her Bomb Girl.
Yeah, we weren't really original with that one.
Kind of funny with her. If you move farther away from her, like towards the gate, she'll actually throw her bombs faster. So that's why you'll see me running away like a coward. Not because I'm scared. I'm not scared. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I'm a little
missed.
scared now.
You missed.
Come on, girl. Be good to me. There we go. And now she's gonna drop it right around here. Good job. And smooth sailing.
Nice.
So after this, we got a nice little section with some hot movement, and then the dreaded mecha bird fight.
Yeah.
The mecha bunny fight.
This is the movement here too. It's gonna kind of look a little simple, but it's very easy to screw up this movement because there's a lot of things going on the screen.
What I do like about it is it's very consistent. There's
Yes.
little changes. It's gonna be 3 shakes, 4 shakes, triple jump. I'll walk you through it.
Walk me through it.
I'll walk you guys.
Well,
through it.
actually, speed run me through it.
Ooh, run me through it.
Yes.
All right, so get it down this lower level, triple shake, jump up, quadruple shake, and go for the triple, and we're up. So now we're gonna keep just climbing. And yeah, that's essentially that little part. Now we got a lot of bird business to deal with. What's cool about that is I threw the hat behind him intentionally and went for the homing attack because, as we've talked about, the hat returns to you when it's done. So if you throw the hat behind him and do the homing attack, it hits him once and then it returns to you, hits him again, essentially capturing him faster than you should be able to capture him. Who would have thought? Doing things that make the game faster. And the boss fight's coming up right here. So this one, it's not that hard, but it can be pretty stressful. So I'm going to try and focus.
Yeah, it's at the end of the run, and it does take pretty precise movement. And if you get just even a little out of whack, even with your camera angle or anything, you can really screw it up.
Like that.
Like that.
But that's actually a pretty small, that's the best time to fall off.
Yeah, it's he'll be all right. He'll recover from it, and he wants to get up there. And basically, you're in the casual game. You're supposed to use these birds to climb up and peck those little bunnies away. But instead, xwater is going to be very skillful, stay on top of the mech, and butt stomp him
All right.
quickly.
Yes. Essentially hoping to never touch the ground again. The ground is beating the game slow. Oh!
Wow.
Oh,
That was not scripted.
That was.
Those were true O's of fear and excitement.
Yeah. And he's going to have one more. And the last one's actually weirdly difficult to hit if you don't get it the first try.
Bam!
But you did.
Nicely done.
And no cutscene. Don't press pause. All right, and if you have any others donations, go ahead.
Sure. We have an anonymous $100 donation.
Woo!
Cheers for the Warp World podcast crew. $25 donation from Hawkeye. Hey, I hear that guy's in the crowd somewhere. You all think the nut busting and knee grabbing looks good. You should see it from our angle. Voice-asm. I just want to let everybody know that we did hit the fusion suit incentive for Metroid Prime, so we'll be showing that off.
Woo!
Thank you very much for the donations. Appreciate it.
Very nice. That's exciting. I think we have an incentive coming up tomorrow for our Mario
Maker,
one as
yeah,
well.
it's when the marathon hits 3,000 overall.
Yeah.
The Mario Maker unlocks Beast
mode.
Yeah, Beast mode, where Beast is going to play through the Warp World game, which was made by some of a bunch of different Mario. We each have a level
16,
in the game.
I think. 16
yeah,
or so.
16 different creators.
Yeah.
Got together and made an actual game within Mario Maker, spanning all the different types of levels and genres and types of things you can do in the game. So it's a really cool game. It's even a cooler speedrun, and it's extremely awesome when Beast does it, because Beast is the best Mario Maker player.
The
at
name
least in
fits.
America. Yeah,
He's the beast.
he's so good. It's silly.
All right, and I think this next level, I actually thought it was a bit of an homage to Super Mario Galaxy.
Are you telling me you didn't, that never crossed your mind that that level
No, I
feels
didn't.
like
It didn't.
Galaxy? It felt like a Galaxy.
I
It was very
totally
linear.
get where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
you gotta admit, so does this next one.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, only in that it's in space.
Low gravity, baby.
Is there low gravity?
Low
What-
gravity,
When
yeah.
in Odyssey or Galaxy, is there low gravity really?
The whole game.
It's interesting to me that the Mario World has a moon when ours doesn't.
Wait, the Mario World has a moon?
Yeah, and ours doesn't.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was destroyed by the Saiyans.
Yeah, moon's not real.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Most
and-
people have they're like, we didn't land on the moon. I just don't believe in the moon.
So it's a new one.
So this is actually this part is like super simple, and you just roll a little bit, but it's got two fun little parts where you actually jump higher when you roll on the moon. So I'm gonna jump over that by rolling right at the ledge, and I'm gonna jump. And I was gonna jump onto that, but yeah, I call that the moonvement.
Oh,
I call that getting sharp moon.
Wow.
There is one
Carl
thing to
Sagan, ladies and
say
gentlemen.
about the moon. So the rabbits in this game are heavily influenced because of the moon in Japan.
Yes.
In Japan, they see a rabbit in the moon, whereas in the U.S. and the rest of the world, we see a man
Yeah.
on the face of the moon.
And right there, what he just did was moon skip, which is the biggest significant
Yeah, I
skip
probably
we
should
have
have
in
talked
the
about that a little
game.
bit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it skips like this whole underground cave part. And
A little bit
yeah,
of a shame because
it's
it's the one spot in the run that you get to run into my personal,
Charging
one of my
Chucks.
favorite, Charging Chucks. One of my favorite Mario enemies of all time.
I should have broke out the tux.
that is cool though. That it's kind of interesting how they focused all on that. I love that Nintendo follows those themes in games like this.
Yeah. Okay, so this fight is essentially the same as the Cloud fight with a little bit more,
Not busted.
well, yeah, with a little bit more tail spins and fire, but there's one small difference during the final phase that I'll point out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mystery.
Mystery.
I like it.
Also, you have to go through these cutscenes right here, essentially. I mean, they're not cutscenes; it's gameplay. But oh, you got hit by it! Oh my gosh,
That's actually really bad.
I was gonna say no one's ever got
that's
hit by
not good.
All right, we're going to be fine. As long as I don't get hit by the next one. I was trying to be cool, show how small the hitbox was, and I was like, oh, great. Got yourself hit, dummy. Way to go.
it. Was that the thing you were gonna show us?
Oh, no. It's the next one, actually. The next phase has the cool trick, okay? Well, it's not so much a trick as a factoid. But look at that. Look at that tiny hitbox. I'm in that fire 100%.
Yeah.
You're not even trying, Bowser. Okay.
Risking it.
So what happens here is he throws his hats out again, but during the first fight, he doesn't flourish. Right here, he does a little flourish, and I find that very interesting. You got to actually wait a little bit before you take damage on that one, because if you don't, you'll take 2 damage, and that's bad. You don't want to take 2 damage. All right.
All right.
And done. The game's finished. We saved the print. Oh,
Did
no.
she just
what
die?
the-
Did that fall on her?
It came close. I always found this part interesting.
This is my favorite part.
Yes.
We should watch that cutscene.
Yeah, so you got to end the game taking over Bowser,
Yeah.
which is, I guess, something that Mario could have been doing earlier in the game.
Yeah.
I also want to point out
Well, he wasn't wearing a hat.
oh,
He's
okay,
wearing a
fair.
hat in all the other phases, except for, I guess, when he throws
Well,
it at you.
I
but-
feel like
Yeah.
Bowser also shrinks magically.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a lot smaller.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and the most intense skip in the game coming up right here,
It
guys.
actually is pretty intense. And it's actually not extremely difficult, but it's not insignificant.
This is really cool too.
Yeah.
This is also this is a throwback to Super Mario Maker.
It's a throwback
Nice.
to Super. Yeah, this costume is in Maker. I credit.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We're safe. We're safe. That wasn't.
Made
wasn't
us
supposed
nervous.
to happen.
Made us nervous right there.
It's all about building suspense.
Yeah, and essentially right now we're just on the ride home, trying to take Peach back to the moon so we can express our love to her.
Honeymoon, man.
Yes.
Now, akin to Sonic Adventure 2, we got our sweet jams coming in for the
Yeah,
final
song's
fight.
so weird. Are we gonna sing along, guys? Everyone here?
I know the first line.
Right.
Smash through the blocks that bar your way. That's it.
Yeah. All you need.
I'm not afraid.
I'll fall away. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I only knew the first part too.
You killed it though,
Thank
might
you.
I say.
Thank you. I've been working on my high notes.
All right, that should be good. Bang.
Nice.
Good. And now we just break another rock.
Coming
2,
up on time.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many? 12. And time is as soon as he leaves this little spot. Time.
Nice.
All right. So that is Super Mario Odyssey as performed. Pretty quick. I just want to say shout-outs to Californiathon, everybody for...
Did you just skip that cutscene?
Yeah, well, you got the nice cutscene. It's the cool cutscene with good music. I was shouting out. Let me shout out.
Skipped up the cutscene
Shouting out.
where Peach disses Mario?
Yeah.
It's a force of habit, okay? I've been spamming that plus button all run. But no, I do want to say shout-outs to everybody who's watching Californiathon, Calithon now, as you guys call it. But no, I'm super honored to get to kick off the run, kick off the ceremony, kick off the marathon, and thank you to everybody who's watching and supporting and throwing in those mad donos. I'll get you those sweet prints, maybe. But here's to raising a ton of money for direct relief. Let's have an awesome marathon, guys.
Yeah.
Episode 39.
Episode 39 in the books.